I grew up in quite a conservative, more religious home. He contracted leukemia when I was 14, and then he died when I was 19. In 2004, I converted to Islam. 2 years later, I married a Kuwaiti and I moved with the children to Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. He got really violent and really difficult. He had a very strong reputation and a lot of money. That's a very dangerous thing when you're in a society that everything is based upon reputation. We were able to get the children and myself back. We're taught as Muslim women that your husband is the Amir of your life. There's an automatic obedience. He's the head of your home. He's the provider and protector. He's all of those things. When you're married to a very strong personality, a lot of the women are going to follow that. I figured, okay, I'll come and then I'll take care of him for a while and find him another wife, do something good, and then I'll come back. I never ever had intentions to stay. I would find out later that he'd been in Shabab. He'd been involved in the mall, the bombings that happened there. I chose to go to work. I was actually glad to get out of that crazy place with all these screaming women and children. There was a stabbing the first night that I was in the Madafa. I knew when bombings were happening just by the amount of blood on the ground and by how many patients were coming in. The first time I tried was about 6 months after I was in the Madafa. The second time that I would try was when I remarried. Then they threw me in prison about a month. They accused me of being a spy. You could hear the screams down the hallway. I would see different men all in different stress positions, and they were all blindfolded. There was blood all over the floor, so I was trying not to step in it. They made me watch, and they told me that if I didn't start giving information, that this was going to happen to me too. There was 9 women in there. 3 of them were marked for death. One had been tortured pretty badly. I asked them, how on earth is this anything Islamic? I have a husband somewhere down the road and there's 8 men alone with me in a room and this is supposed to be the best of the Muslims in the world? You must be joking, right? They didn't like that very much. That was the same night that they slammed my head into the door. I remember thinking that if I actually live through this, this is going to be a bit of a miracle. They cut my thumb, and then I had to read out a statement that they had there saying that if I ever tried to leave ISIS again, that they would apply the hukum on me. I came out of there with a massive concussion. By the time I came home, I had a hard time focusing, and I was walking into everything. I couldn't walk a straight line. They were firing on us, but I finally told them that I'm not going to die here, and I'm not going to let these children die here. I'm frightened of them. ISIS is not gone. It's not even close to being gone. I wish it was, but it's not. At the end of the day, faith can be used in a good or a negative way, but people here know how to lie, and they know how to lie way better than you. They've figured out a way of using words and using situations in various parts of the world to manipulate for an end goal that I'm guessing is for the benefit of a select few. It has to be about power and money because I've never seen men act this way for anything good. I was once taught that it was wrong to hate because hate takes a lot of anger and anger takes a lot of energy. But it's really difficult not to hate people who cause so much damage and so much harm to so many people and who continue to do so. It's just due process. If you leave people stateless, you're going to create the very problem that you're trying to ignore. I would very much like to go home.